What if I told you that right now your brain is secretly practicing how to have better migraines? As a doctor, I discovered something terrifying. Every migraine that you have is actually training your brain to have more intense attacks in the future. Hey, if you're new, I'm Kevin Wisman. I've had migraines for over 20 years, and now they are in remission. I'm a medical provider turned migraine coach, helping others become migraine-free like me. We use a unique method to reset your nervous system and retrain your brain to be migraine-free. In my last video, I shared how I went from being a successful doctor to lying under my desk in between patients and hiding from my migraine. In the next 5 minutes, I'm going to show you the 3 warning signs that I missed as a doctor and a migraine sufferer. Signs that could have saved me from years, even decades of suffering. If you've ever canceled plans because of a migraine or hidden your pain from your family and friends, these warning signs could save you from years of unnecessary suffering too. And by the end of this video, you'll understand exactly why your current treatments might be making things worse. Like many of you watching, my story starts early. Age 11, the headaches began. Just take some ibuprofen, they said. You'll be fine. Spoiler alert, I was not fine, but I pushed through. But here's what nobody told me back then. Migraines are not just headaches. They're a neurological condition, a sign that your brain is processing things differently. Think of it like a car's check engine light. You can ignore it, but eventually that engine's going to fail. And I was the perfect example of ignoring that light. I mean, I played Division I college football. I was getting 5 concussions over that time and still pushing through. But here's what I know now as a medical professional. Each of those hits, each of those migraine attacks, they were like adding more strain to an already struggling engine. So let me share the 3 major warning signs that I missed and signs that you might be missing right now. First is the normalization trap. It's when you start planning your life around your migraines, moving meetings just in case, always having a backup plan, or even not scheduling things because you think you might have a migraine. The second is the medication spiral, where the over-the-counter pills stop working, but you start taking more, and then the stronger ones, and then the preventative medications. It's this ladder that only goes up, 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 and never down, even when they stop working. And the third is the identity shift. When you start seeing yourself as the person with migraines, when it becomes part of who you are, not just something that you have. As a migraine coach, I now see these signs in my clients every day. But here's what's fascinating, and what none of my medical training taught me. Every time you have a migraine, your brain is creating stronger neural pathways up here for pain and your other migraine symptoms. It's like your brain is practicing having these migraine symptoms, getting better and better and better at them, more efficient at producing them, and making them more intense and last longer too. And I learned this the hard way. Even with all my medical knowledge and training, I missed these signs. I was just too busy being the perfect student, the star athlete, the professor, the successful doctor, but my brain was screaming for help. I was too busy focusing on the other things or normalizing it and not paying a true attention. So let me show you something interesting. When you get a migraine, your brain isn't just affecting your head, it's affecting your entire nervous system throughout your whole body. That's why you might feel nausea, light sensitivity, neck tension, neck pain, mood changes, or even gut issues. These aren't random symptoms. They're all connected through your nervous system. And here's the key insight I wish that I would have known earlier. Yes, your nervous system can get stuck in a hypersensitive or oversensitive state. Just like a car alarm that goes off when someone walks past. It's not broken, it's just too sensitive. And that sensitivity, it can be reset. So in my next video, I'll explain why being a doctor actually made it harder for me to see this. Because sometimes knowledge can be a barrier to healing. But before I end this video, I want you to do something. Take out your phone, open your calendar, and count how many times in the last month you've had to cancel plans because of migraines. That number, that's not normal. And you don't have to accept it as your future, but you do have to accept it as your reality. Because here's what I learned too late. Every migraine attack is training your brain to have more migraines. It makes it harder to get out of. But the good news is that you can retrain it and do something differently. The sooner you take action, the easier it will be. In the next video, I'll share how being a doctor became my biggest obstacle to healing. So in the meantime, hit the subscribe button down there or the notification bell so you don't miss it. Because trust me, this insight changed everything for me, and it might just change everything for you too.